we use modal verbs when we want to say that we want to do something, we are able to do something, or we have to do something. In Russian we use the following phrases. Я хочу, я могу, я должен. Please have a look at the screen. Every verb needs to have an infinitive form, and я хочу is that form that is already synchronized with subject я. Real infinitive form is хотеть. The way we adjust the verb for singular and plural subjects is a little bit different. Я хочу, ты хочешь, он хочет. But for plural forms, we have the same consonant that we had in infinitive form. Мы хотим, вы хотите, они хотят. You see that verb is changed in two different ways, as verb of type 1 for singular forms and as verb of type 2 for plural forms. The way to talk about our desire in the past is simple. Like always, we cut out infinitive ending and replace it with l, la, or li. The second verb in its infinitive form is мочь. You see that this is a special verb that has an infinitive ending that we did not have with you before. Usually we had t and soft sign at the end. Я могу, ты можешь, он может, мы можем, вы можете, они могут. This change that we do between g and zh in the root of the verb is very common for Russian verbs. In the past tense, we a little bit stay aside from basic rule and use forms он мог, она могла, они могли. The verb that we use to talk about our obligations is using several concepts of grammar. Major part is word должен that has gender and quantity specific forms должна, должно, and должны. But what do we do if there is a need to talk about obligations in the past or in the future? And this is where verb to be helps us. For example, in the past we use both words and of course synchronize both of them with the subject that had to do some action in the past. Он должен был, она должна была, они должны были. The real action that we want to do, can do, or have to do need to be provided in infinitive form. I like the order of these verbs very much because they kind of represent levels of your mindset, thinking about desires, capabilities, and duties. And then of course going in a spiral on a daily basis. You are a really lucky person if all three verbs are in sync in your life, whatever action you are doing. Now please have a look at the screen with some examples. Каждый человек хочет жить хорошо. К сожалению, не все дети могут учиться в школе. Ты должен работать, чтобы построить дом. In the sentences we have subjects человек, дети, and ты. Modal verbs are synchronized with the subjects, and all verbs that represent real actions are provided here in infinitive forms. Вчера она хотела гулять на улице, но не могла. А сегодня у нее есть время, но она не хочет гулять. Here we have some verbs in the past tense, and they are also in sync with the subject. Где вы были вчера? Вы должны были быть здесь. Почему мы вас не видели? This is the most interesting and complicated example, where information about our obligation in the past is provided using two words, должны and были. But real action is, as always, in its infinitive form быть.